Good afternoon, children. Hope you all are fine and doing well. Today we are going to learn a writing skill. As you know, letters are an effective means of communication. In spite of the advent of modern technologies like cell phones and SMS, letters still hold their importance and prominent place in the field of communication. So, today we are going to learn how to write a formal letter. What is a letter? It's a written message conveyed from one person to another person, generally via post. So imagine your friend is writing a letter and is giving to the post office. From there, it is reaching to the other person. Okay, children? So you can say that a letter is a communication form in written media. Okay, communication in written form. So what are the types of letter? As you know, we have two types of letters, formal letter and informal letter. So let's see what a formal letter is. Business or professional purpose. A formal letter is written for business or professional purpose and it is written in simple language. And as you can see, it is written on behalf of institutions, organizations, companies, etc. So, informal letter. It is a medium of personal communication and it has a casual or emotional tone. It is written between friends, relatives in a very friendly and official manner. Okay. So, how to write a formal letter? Format. So, it's important to learn the format of formal letter. So what will come first? First you have to write the sender's details, sender's name and address. That is number 1. Then leave a line and write date. How you have to write the date? If it is today's date, you have to write it like 26 Jan 2020. And number 3, receiver's details. That means the name and address of the receiver, the one to whom you are writing this letter. The next one is salutation. For a formal letter, you will write sir or madam. Dear sir or madam, as it demands. Both can be used. Okay, children, so that is the salutation. Now, fifth one is subject. So, children, don't forget the subject, it's very important. It comprises of what the letter is about in 2 or 3 words. Then body is the actual message of a letter and it has 3 parts. The first one is introduction, main content, then summary. In the introduction, you have to give the purpose of the letter. In the main content, second paragraph, you have to write all the details. And in the summary, you have to sum it up. Next comes complimentary clause. That means thanking you, yours sincerely, yours faithfully, yours truly. All these things comes in the complimentary clause. So after the body, leave a line and write the complimentary clause. Then you have to write your name and sign. Or you can write your name and designation for a formal letter. Okay, children, I hope that's clear for you. So, learn the format of a formal letter. Number 1, sender's details. Number 2, date. Number 3, receiver's details. And number 4, you have salutation. Number 5, you have subject. And number 6, you have the body. And number 7, you have complimentary clause. And number 8, you have your name and sign or designation. So 8 steps and you will get the format of a formal letter. So it's very important to learn the format thoroughly. Now let's have a look at an example. Write a letter to the editor of a newspaper on the issue of bad condition of roads in your locality. It's a very common issue, the bad condition of roads. So let's see how you will write it. First, what will come, children? Yes, the center's address. Now we have written the center's address without name. Okay, and then you are leaving a line and writing the date. And then you will write what? You have to write the receiver's address. So the receiver's address will come the next. So it is always the editor, name of a newspaper and a place. Okay. So the editor is the main designation you are addressing to. Then dear sir. Then what will come, children? Subject. Regarding bad condition of roads. As I told you, the subject should be very short, brief, concise. Then body of letter. So three parts, okay? Introduction, main content, summary. So how you will write the body of a letter? Let's see. Through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities towards the bad condition of roads in our locality. That's the introduction para. Next one, the condition of roads is completely unacceptable. It has countless potholes, making the purpose of the road a big failure. Moreover, things get even worse during the rainy season when potholes are not visible due to the poor drainage system and the area becomes heavily accident prone. The road users and especially residents are facing a lot of inconvenience due to the pathetic road condition. Next conclusion. It would be good if you publish this in your newspaper and the concerned authority will see the gravity of this matter and some measures will be adopted to improve the condition of roads. I hope that you consider the request of the residents of this area and take proper action. So see children, introduction, main content and how it is summarized in the concluding paragraph. So three paragraphs and your letter is up. Now after that what will come? The complimentary clause. Yours faithfully. Maybe you can even add thanking you, then yours faithfully, then your name and your sign, or you can write your designation. See, sign means you did not put your real sign, you can just write the name. That's what they mean by the sign as well. Okay children, so I hope it's clear for you. Now it's time to revise what we learned today. So what's a letter? It is a written message conveyed from one person to another person, generally via post. It's a communication in written form. Then types of letter, formal letter, informal letter. Then the format, okay, we learned about the format which are of 8 steps. Sender's detail, date, receiver's detail, salutation, subject, body, complimentary clause, then name and sign. So 8 short steps. This format you have learned by heart because there are many kinds of formal letters you are going to learn, but the format remains the same. Only the content will change for the another letter. So we are finally writing the steps. Okay.